I want to show you how to do this first project. So the first thing I'm going to do on this video is show you the end result of my project, and in subsequent videos I'll show you step by step how I got to this end result. The word that I chose for this assignment was elegance, and so I combined 5 images. I have 6 layers in here because I duplicated one of the layers to repeat it, but I've got 5 different subjects that I combined together, and I'll just kind of make these layers invisible and show them to you one by one. So the first layer I have is a swan on some water, and the next layer I have pearls. I wanted to put pearls all over the whole thing, so I actually kind of repeated the pearls. Okay, then I have a layer that has some fabric in it. I'll show you that layer without, I did some masking on it, so, but you can see that it's fabric. Okay, then the third layer, or the fourth layer, I'm sorry, is some lilies. I'll make the other layers invisible so you can kind of see them. So there's lilies there, and then the final layer that I put was some crystal glass. Okay, so I've got the glass, the lilies, the satiny fabric, the pearls, and the swan, and I felt like these all came together to convey the meaning of elegance in a picture. Okay. So I wanted to show you how this one also meets the assigned criteria. If you look at your instruction page where it says composition, it lists some things that you need to include in your picture. Let's see if I can make that where we can see the instructions and the swan at the same time. Okay, so it says one or more of the pictures should make a background space. And so I've done that with both the swan. Let me make this invisible so you can see. The swan has a background. He's got the water behind him and in front of him that serves as a background. And I also felt like the fabric created a background. Okay, and then it requires that 2 or more shapes or objects create shapes that appear to be in front of the background. And so the layer with the swan, it kind of serves as a background and as a foreground object all in one. Okay, the pearls are also shapes that appear to be in front of the background, and then the lilies are also restricted in color. I asked in this assignment that you only make each picture have approximately 1 or 2 hues dominate, so that the color is restricted and reinforces the meaning of the word that you chose. And so I was trying to go with mostly neutral colors in this one. There are some greens in it. Of course, just a little splash of red here and there, but the greens, any color that's in it has been very, very subdued, which I felt was appropriate for the word elegance. Okay. It's required to have pattern and or texture, and I think there's a lot of pattern in this. Certainly the layer with the crystal glass creates a pattern over the whole thing. I also feel like the layer with the fabric in it has a lot of texture as well, as does the water. Okay. It needs to have linear elements in it, and one element that I think of as linear is like the neck on the swan, and I felt like the 2 strands of pearls that I put in also create lines that go across the entire page. It has to convey some sort of movement, and while I think it's subtle when you see all the layers together, there is a sense of movement in the rippling effect that's happening on the water. Oops, sorry about that. And then finally, it needs to have repetition, which it definitely has. The pearls are repeated, and the lily flowers are repeated. There's 3 of them right there. Okay, so I'll close this video with another view of the final composite image. And in the next video, I will show you how I created the first layer.